English, my French, and now my Spanish too. And I love the workout at the gym. Let me see more. I love to ride a bicycle. That's it, I think so.
Okay, thank you. Charles?
Hello everyone, my name is Charles Lopes, 43 years old, married, 2 daughters. I guess everyone know me here because I used to show my face here a lot of times. I was born in Brasilia, same city where Bruna stay now, and I know her a long time, but I don't see you a long time too. Good to see you again. I spent more than 60 years living in one gorgeous region called Amazon Forest, and now I live in Taber, Canada. Yeah, that's it. Fernanda, morning for you. Oh, to me too. For me, it's night, maybe 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Hey.
Morning. My name is Fernanda. I live in São Paulo. I'm 24 years old. I like learning new languages, meet new people, have a time with my family. And I'm here to improve my communication and try to learn more English, Spanish, and French also. That's it.
Awesome, thank you. So I am Lara, I am a hostess here on TNT. I am here since February, I think, but as a hostess, I think that it's been like 2 months. I live in São Paulo. I don't know if I say this, but I am 22 years old, and I think that's it. Okay, so let's start. What is the most effective way to translate emotions into language? Charles, do you want to start?
As you said, girls, it's a challenge to me, and I have no idea about this subject. And watching the video, I'm sure that I don't understand nothing. I don't think the video helped me. Maybe if I needed to answer the question without saw the video, maybe it was more easy because I can kick. But now I listen a little bit, and it's a little bit more difficult. But I will use my thoughts and my ideas. To me, I think it's important. It's important we pay attention in some comportments, I guess. I don't know exactly about subject, but I think it's important. Sometimes when we have one relationship, some things, it's not the partner don't use to tell you, talk to you, but some comportment can talk more than words. And I think it's important you pay attention. If you really have one serious feeling for this other person, maybe you should stop some things and pay attention. I guess it's more important. And to me, gesture, it's a universal language, I guess. That's it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I didn't think about like this point of view of gestures, actions, but it's a good point. And you, Bruna, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, it's calm down with Charlie said about this challenge too for him, I think. So yes, I think it's very difficult to translate your emotion. But if you more be clear about this, about the gesture language, I think, and you explanate more what you want, what you want to say. I think it's a good manner to translate your emotions. I think there are many others books about this subject, but I think you will back it come it in the other questions.
Okay, thank you. And for you, Fernanda, what is the most effective way?
For me, I think, can listen? Okay. For me, I think it's the union of gestures and what you say that you are feeling. I think it's sometimes it's not just the words that are enough. So I think it's like both. It's important to translate what are you feeling, what are your feelings.
Yeah, I agree with all of you. For me, sometimes it's hard to translate my emotions into language, but whenever I need to communicate what I am feeling with someone, I try to understand, like writing. I always write about what I am feeling, because I think that this way I can organize and then communicate it some way, you know. Because sometimes if you have a lot of emotions and we try to communicate like all of it, we can confuse the other person too. So for me, it's a good tool. Writing what I feel, it's a good tool. Question number 2, how can we improve our ability to accurately interpret the emotions of others? So if someone are saying what they feel, what we do to really understand this without just like interpreting it the way that we want? What do you think, Fernanda?
I think maybe when you have more time with this person, you normally get what the person do. Sometimes I think it's a way, maybe with the time you have this person, sometimes we do always the same things. So I think it's a good way to interpret, to have more facility to interpretate what the person is feeling. And maybe always try to be open to others people's feelings, like when you are with someone, try to understand what this person is going through, and maybe ask if you have any doubts. I think it can be like that.
Yeah, it's really good what you said about asking. You know, sometimes we just, you know, listen and it's okay. I think that believing in what the other person is feeling and asking, it's important. And what do you think, Bruna?
Well, I agree with you. Like I agree with Fernanda about the ask. I think it's a good point. All the time it's necessary. So when I said in the other question, I think one book that I listened, I read is the five, I think five love language. I think that's it. So it's very good because you know about what the other person want to about your emotions, and the other. I think if you know about the temperamentos, the other persons, I think it's a good point to the I don't know the right words, convivial with the other person. I think it's a good it's to improve your ability to accurately interpret the emotion of the other person. I think it's this. And that's it. I think it's more important if you don't understand very well the emotion the other person, it's important to ask him one point is I think all the time everyone said for me that I'm angry face all the time. So, oh my gosh, no, I'm happy because I'm serious. Only my face is serious. It's okay for me, but sometimes the person think that I'm angry about the questions. It's not true all the time.
Yeah, and this says a lot about the other person. Sometimes I am in silence and it's okay. I just in silence and people say, "You are mad with me?" No, I am just, in
Yes,
silence.
that's right. Just
And you, Charles?
Oh, I cannot disagree with the girls. So I will walk in the same direction. But to me, I guess it's more important you try to read the board language. How I can say this board language. Maybe it's a fashion today. This kind of things. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's more important. Uh, try to uh, to feel. I don't know, to feel the other people, because your mouth sometime betrayed you. Like I married more than 16 years, 17 years maybe, and I feel that sometimes my wife told things that she don't feeling, and what she feeling she don't told me. I guess, and it's important you create some connections to try to understand better his feeling. And I can confess sometimes I'm lied to about my feelings. And I think body language, I don't know if this word it's really in English, but
Yeah.
gesture I use it, but I don't know if it's correct. But
Linguagem
if
corporal. Body language.
yeah,
Is that?
yeah, body language, yeah, yeah, I think it's more important. Like I talk too much, and I can express my feelings more easily, but sometimes my words don't uh, connect with my feelings, I guess.
Charles, I think it's very important you respect the feeling your wife when she said, "Stop! I want to stay here alone." It's okay. Stop it. No
Yeah,
problem. Respect her feeling.
yeah, I know that after 16 years.
Yeah, I understand what Charles is saying because sometimes we I think that we are not good at communicating feelings, and sometimes we are feeling something and we communicate a lot of things, but not the thing that we need to communicate. So we start like communicating a lot of things that we are feeling, but not the real problem. And yeah, and I think that the other person sometimes needs to understand that we are doing this. Not all the time, obviously. We need to learn how to communicate. So question number 3, what techniques can be used to help people better express their emotions? So if you are with someone, and it doesn't need to be someone that you have intimacy, like a partner or someone within your family, but for example, a coworker, how do you help this person understand their emotions? They are feeling something, but they don't know what they are feeling. How do you do that? Charlize.
This one it's more deep in, yeah. All right.
Talking about
And
emotions is always difficult.
yeah, and I don't know who I can help me, who I will know how I can help another person. Uh, to me,
You
like
have kids.
I
You have
I
kids,
will
right?
I will I will insist in the same way. To me, I think it's more important you don't interpretate the word, but body language, I guess, and try to observe the other person. And if you need to help someone, maybe listen. I guess listen is important. Listen. Try to listen, because sometimes we cannot listen to. Only we share or borrow our time, but we don't listen deeply. Listen, like for catch everything. Like sometimes we talk, I will listen, but only corpo presente. And, it's deep in discussion, because have a lot of items involved, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I like to think about kids when talking about this because, kids have emotions and feelings and they don't know how to communicate. So something that I always do with my nephews is like listen to them and ask, but what you are feeling, and not like being rude or something like, oh, you are doing this just because you are, I don't know the word for this, but you are mimado or something like this that people always do with kids. I always try to listen and ask, because ask is really important. So what about you, Bruna?
Well, when you said about the kids, it's true. It's a good example. All the time I have two sons. My little son is 11. So when he one day was child, all the time I question and cry, for example, what do you feeling? What do you want? What It's very important you ask all the time for the child to understand yourself. I think it's very ourself, no, himself. I think it's very important for for him. And it's very interesting what about this, because I had to treat with psychology. All the time is these questions is do it's make what are you feeling when happened this? What are you feeling what happened this? And you don't know to do. I think it's very important to understand the other person about a question, what they feeling, and the important I ask with myself. I think so. Myself, what I feeling in this moment? Why I you yell for the other person, for example? Why I angry? It's very important. Ask all the time.
Yeah, really good. And what you said about therapies, it's really important because, I think that most of the time in therapy, I understand things because people ask me about this and I need to reflect about this. Sometimes we are just thinking a lot of things and we don't understand. But when someone asks, we think, oh, that makes sense,
Yes, the last weekend I took, I think it's I no, I have a cup of coffee with my friend, and I complain with I complain for her that I angry about my nephew, and she asked me, "What do you feeling now? Why you angry about him? Why?" Oh my gosh, it's very terrible these questions, but it's important. When she asked me about this, yes, I'm feeling what I feeling when he did it with me. What I feeling? I think it's very important. I question the other person and question myself. It's very important about my emotions.
Yeah, really good point. And what about you, Fernanda?
I agree with the guys. I think it's important to ask yourself, what are you feeling? And if you're feeling something bad, why are you feeling this? It's important to understand. And also writing, I think it's good sometimes um to get easier to express your feelings. For me, it helps sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. So the question number 4, how do different languages influence our understanding of emotions? I think I can say about my experience. I work in a project of people from Latin America. They're not from Brazil. I am the only Brazilian, and people from United States. And sometimes for me, like we always say a lot of things, being Brazilians, we always say a lot of things. Like we say all of our lives for our coworkers, but they like it's really objective. And this for me sometimes is hard. In the beginning, I thought, I think that they don't like me because they don't even ask if I am good, like how it's going. They just say what they want to say, and I need to do this, you know. So I think that language can influence our understanding of emotions because we are different, like the culture is different, and sometimes like being Brazilian, you have a lot of emotions, you are this person that do friendship with everyone and you say a lot of things, but other cultures is not that way. So I think that it can, you know, influence our understanding of emotions. What do you think, Fernanda?
I think I agree with you. Depending on the country, the people are more closed, like to ask if you're okay, how was your day, if you have any news, and the people are more direct. So sometimes we think that is strange, but with the time with these people, you get used to it and know that it's something that is from the country, from the culture. That's it.
Yeah, we get used. It's good. We get used to it. And what about you, Charles? I know that you live in Canada, so
Yeah, I guess we should take care when we translate some words or some things, because what I can see here 3 months, it's some words there they say it's not means what we translate. Because if you do that, you will feel you will think there they are rude, and it's not true. It's their way to talk. They are so much more direct than Brazilian, and we should take care. Like I received some message from co-works and things like that, and the guy sometimes looks like rude and rude, but it's not. It's because it's the way. Sometimes I feel a little bit, oh man, what's happened? But now I can stand by more. I think it's important we understand this and handle with this. Like, oh, it's not because the guy it's it's rude. It's because it's his way. Like here, we don't have the behavior to say morning for everyone or things like that. Yeah, no, it's not every day, and it's not obligate everyone talk with you all the time. Like good morning, hello, hi. No, everyone. It's here they use to say they live in the Canadian. They say talk this for us. I have struggled with say talk and tell, and we live in one bubble. Yeah. They confess that, right? It's his way. Yeah. Uh, they they like live in this way. They don't matter about, right? If you don't be invasive and you don't furar essa bolha. I don't know how I can say this. It's okay for they, right? But here it's this way. Yeah, and I think this helped me to understand the feelings because Here, I guess the people are more clear, more clear. They don't hide so much emotion like in Brazil. They're the people it's fucking crazy at home and at work. Hey, how are you? No, here it's normal. Some guys arrive at work and show what really happened with him at home, right? And they don't matter. I think this helped me a lot to be more direct, more clear. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, good point. I think that this experience can help a lot to, be more objective. It's really good. Thank you, Charles, for sharing your experience. Bruna, I think that you didn't answer this one, right?
Yes, yeah, Charles, you are funny. So I think you are living in the skill. What is the question about with life in the other country? I think it's very difficult to about the emotion. When I traveled to the United States, for me it's very difficult because I'm the I forgot the name. There is o cashier. I think it's cashier. And the supermarket all the time. I arrived and hello, good morning. So it's very angry face. Oh my gosh, what's happened? I don't know. But it's cool. The culture about the United States. Okay, the people don't want to talk about but it's not it because they angry person or don't to worry about you, don't care you. I think it's the culture. The Brazilians is more funny person. I think it's better. So that's it. In the other point, for example, the Italian next the close my mother house has they are they are a family. There is a family, Italian family, and the father family is Italian. And she when he needed to call for my mother all the time, he appear a rude person. I want to you do this. I want to do this. This is very direct person, but not no problem. If you know the culture about the person, I think it's more easy to accept this. No, but this the point. It's necessary. You know about the other people, the other culture. It's necessary. You read, you desenvolve the skills. I think it's very important to understand the other person and the emotion.
Yeah, good point. We need to be open to understand other person and cultures and those things. And something about Italians, for example, they are really expressive. They always talk with the hands and with the face. So it's something that Charlotte said also about the body language. And sometimes it's like, okay, why you are yelling at me? But they are just communicating the way that they usually do. So the question number 5, I think that we can relate to the question number 4. How does context affect our ability to accurately translate emotions? I think for me, when I think about context, I always think about my context, because I think that when I try to translate other person emotion, it's always related to what I live. So, what I spend through my life, and then I try to translate. So if someone's, for example, when I am silent and someone asks me, why are you silent? You are mad with me, and I am not mad, but this person maybe think that I am mad because they live in this situation. When someone was in silence, it's because they were mad and they think this. So I think that this is the way that the context can affect. We try to translate emotions, but the way that we live and not the context of other person. We understand in our context, What do you think, Fernanda?
It's about question 5. Okay. um, I think maybe sometimes we have some interpretations that are wrong, depending on the situations. Even if the body language, sometimes, I don't know, the movements the person does, it can make you think one thing, but it can be wrong. And also the situation, if you, I don't know, if you have a bad situation with the person, and maybe the person can do something that is not her intention to make you feel bad, but you feel bad, and it can have a bad feeling for this person, and feel like you can argue or something like that, but it's just the situation, not that the person don't like you or something like that. I think it happens like sometimes. I don't know if I answered well, but
Yeah,
okay.
you answered really well. Thank
Okay.
you. And what about you, Bruna?
Well, I think if you're in the context, for example, in the workplace, I think everybody is serious person in the meeting, for example, you think everybody, nobody wants to do a joke. For example, don't have emotion, everybody too serious, okay, it's necessary to contain your emotion and don't joke in this moment. It's very important. And if you in, for example, let me see more the context. If you bad moment, for example, I think you in contexto interior, I think it's important you respect this emotion, because it affects the other moment. For example, if my husband ask me sometimes, but I'm in bad moment, oh no, I don't want to do this, I don't like this, it's possible to argue with him. It's not so good. I think my emotion in context, it's affect a lot. That's it.
Yeah, good. Thank you. And what about you, Charles?
At first, I need translate to 2 times and in 3 languages for understand this question, and I think I don't get well, but I don't got well. But let do my best here. Oh, at first, it's difficult you understand yourself, and understand the other feelings. It's a big challenge. And of course, the environment there you live or there you stay, you will affect you in any maneras, any ways, I guess. Can be work anyways. But like I said, and giving, oh, I will give one step back, insisting this way. If you have a commitment to your partner or another person, if you serious want to understand your feelings, maybe don't matter the environment, you can stand. Maybe if you pay attention, stop your mind and focus in this guy, maybe you can stand a little bit. But at first, you should try to understand yourself, and it's my struggle today. Until now, I try to understand myself first for understand my partner, because I'm a like I like vulcão, and sometimes I cannot control myself. So it's difficult to understand myself, but I try to understand my partner. Yeah, that's it, I guess.
Good. Thinking about what Charlie's just said, I will go to the last question. So, in love, it is often the one who loves less who makes the tender speeches. Do you agree with this quote and why? Tender speeches is like discursos ternos, discursos com ternura. It was like something that the video said also. So if you say something calm to your partner, it means that you doesn't care about them, something like this. What do you think about this, Bruna?
Sorry, I think I think no. I don't understand what the question about this. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a quote. In love, it is often the one who loves less who makes the tender speeches. So it's the one that doesn't, it's not always angry, always say something calm, and as it's that it means that they don't care about you, something like this. Do you agree with this? Like if your partner always say to you really calm things like, oh, it's okay, you're gonna be okay, and never say something with rage, for example, it means that they love you less. Do you agree with that?
So I think when my husband said to me, "Oh, you need to call," I sometimes stress a lot. It's a problem. I don't know if it starts something that no, I'm not angry now. I'm just to want to a little bit time for me. It's okay. I need to think for this moment. That's it. But yes, I think it's that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I answer your question very well, but
Yeah.
I didn't understand very well what you asked me, because when I asked, oh my gosh, I don't know, she said, what is ask for me? I don't know.
No, it's
I don't
okay.
mind very well.
It's okay. It's okay. I will answer this one. So I don't agree. For me, it's really important having respect. And if someone like increase the voice with me, I will not like it, even that they love you when they saying this because they care about you. I don't like when someone increase the voice for me. So I want to someone respectful and that understand my emotions. I think that you don't need to understand, but you need to be open to listen, and I think that's it. And what about you, Charles? That you say that you are like a volcano? What do you think?
No, I
It means
don't.
that
I
you
don't
love your
agree. I
yeah.
don't agree with this statement too. I don't think you be soft. You be careful with your words means you love less. Yeah, I think love it's a complex feeling. There involve a lot of things, and some Brutus guy or some rude guy like me can love, and I saw people more emphatic, tem mais empatia. It's difficult word, and they love in the same way, but they use more careful your word, and it's normal. I think it's a behavior. Come from the another feelings, another behaviors. It's not. I'm not agree. I think have a kind of love. Have love there. You maybe I will not understand. Some people uh, living fight uh, and love himself, and it's this way. It's his way. We are talking about Italian fight all the time, and they still love. And I don't think it's related. I think words, sometimes it's only words. Fernanda, I would like to know about you. I know you will engage soon, so maybe you is in the apps of the love.
Oh, well, about the question, I don't agree. I think when you love someone and you have a friendship or have a relationship, you sometimes you just want the people get well. So you say, oh, get calm, think more about it. You don't need to always like say I love you or something like that. You just want the person to feel well and do the right things.
Yeah, I agree.
Thanks, Charles.
You always remember. It's really good. So,
It's the bad part to know everyone here. Fernanda, sorry for that. I don't want to be invasive. Sorry for that.
No problem at all.
okay, so we are finishing the immersion for today. I will send the link for the survey, so please answer. And if you want to suggest new topics, it will be really good. Okay. Thank you, everyone. It was really good to talk about this topic with you. I could learn a lot, and this is really important. So thank you. Have a good day and
Thank you.